Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Welcome to another exciting edition of Inspirational Africans, where we bring you powerful stories of Africans who are doing amazing things in their various fields of endeavor. Today, we have an exciting story to share with you. Let us meet who our guest is.
Today on Inspirational Africans is the first Ghanaian woman who made it to the BBC 100 Women series, which started in 2013. Ernestina Appiah is the founder and CEO of Ghana Code Club. She is a virtual assistant by profession and a social entrepreneur. Married with 2 children, Tina lives and operates from her home office in Accra. With her 14-year experience in the IT industry and burning passion for technology, Tina decided to spread coding literacy among young generation. Aside from inspiring elementary school children to learn technology, Tina also mentors women into tech entrepreneurship. Named by the BBC as one of the 100 most inspirational women in the world in 2015, Tina is the very first Ghanaian woman to make it to the prestigious BBC 100 Women series, which started in 2013. Tigo named her as a digital change leader in 2016. Ghana Code Club is a STEM non-profit committed to exposing elementary school kids in Ghana, especially girls, to computer science activities. Children between the ages of 8 and 16 gain basic computing skills while learning to make their own games, animations, and build their own websites. Ernestina is helping young children learn to build their ideas with code and providing consultancy services to early child learning centers to develop their ICT curriculum.
Welcome to the studio, Ernestina Appiah, and welcome to Inspirational Africans.
Thank you.
And we're very glad to have you.
Thank you.
So we've just seen a little bit of what you do, but tell us in your own words exactly what your work is.
Okay. So we go to schools to start coding clubs.
Okay.
We teach children to learn computer coding.
Okay.
They make games, animations,
Okay.
and then they build websites.
Okay.
That's all we do basically.
Okay.
I mean, we operate through a network of volunteers.
So this is what you do full time?
Yes.
I mean, it's quite interesting because the technology world is seen to be a place that is dominated by men. What piqued your interest to be in IT and not just only be into it, but to be passionate about sharing knowledge of information technology to younger ones?
Okay, so I think coding is on the rise worldwide.
Okay.
Everybody in the developed world especially are pushing their kids to develop anything in tech.
Okay.
So I thought maybe that is the trend of the day.
Okay.
And so why don't we also expose our children here who are behind just because of the digital divide issue?
Okay.
I think if we expose them at an early age, they will solve problems quickly.
When you are trying to introduce coding as a concept to children, how do you introduce it to them? How do you break it down to something that they can understand and appreciate?
All right, so we have we start with algorithm in a play format. You demonstrate to them offline how games can be translated, and so we play with each other. You interact with them and they get it quickly. Yeah,
I'm asking this question because I want our audience even at home to understand when we say coding, what exactly is coding? What is it?
So coding is instructing the computer to perform a particular task. Okay. Interaction using a particular language. Okay. And so the language we start with for the kids it's a site thing. It's a platform called Scratch. Okay. Scratch is used to create animations. Okay. So if a child knows that I made this virtual robot move, it's filled with passion.
So essentially, coding is communication between human beings and computers. So that's how you instruct computers to behave in particular ways and to create all of these amazing things that you see.
Exactly.
So everything that has to do with computer has to do with coding? Yes. In terms of creating softwares and websites and animations and all that.
And you can see it's on the rise. Okay. We are increasingly, technology is developing every time. So when they are exposed to it at an early age, they can create wonders.
People feel that, places like coding are like for geeks and supernaturally intelligent people. Is it something that everyone can do on a good day?
I think everyone can do it. You don't
require some supernatural powers?
No.
Okay.
It's not that difficult anymore.
Okay.
Before, for you to start programming, you need to know some syntaxes.
Okay.
Today, they've broken it down. They solve a lot of problems for us already. Okay. And so when you sit there, you are more or less just putting the logic together. The thinking thought together. That is all.
So there's an ABCD of coding.
Yeah. Correct.
You know, I mean, we'll talk more about that, but I just want to know exactly how you got into this whole tech coding industry to start with. You know, did you grow up in a family where everyone was working with computers?
Not at all. Not at all. Okay. So I think I developed the interest when I was working as a secretary, a traditional secretary, and I was working in a firm, an IT firm, that was led by a woman. Yes, I think I developed the interest there because I just wanted to lead a firm with men. I want to be in charge because I admired her so much. And so I saw that I need to do more. So I self-taught myself.
So you're a secretary?
A secretary.
Behind the computer. So just like typing letters and answering emails. Yeah. And your fascination was piqued?
Yes.
Okay, so what did you do next?
And so I started teaching myself, asked some of my colleagues, the professionals to...
Was it an IT firm?
It was an IT firm. And so they started exposing me to web design. And then later I developed on it and became a virtual assistant, a contractor.
What does a virtual assistant mean?
I assist businesses remotely. I could sit in my bedroom and be working for a small company from the US. Yes, using internet, the power of technology.
The technology.
Yes, so that was what I was doing. And I opened a firm and then led a group of guys, and we were building websites and creating backends for people.
Oh, interesting.
That's how my interest.
So, but let's take us way back. Like, where were you born? Where did you grow? How was your upbringing?
Yeah, I was born at Ho. But brought up here in Accra.
That's the Volta region of Ghana.
Volta region, yes. But brought up here in Ghana, in Accra,
the capital city of
Ghana. Yes, and my early days started at Medina. And then later we moved to Hacho. Yeah, and so that was my early days. I attended Hohwe EP Secondary HEPS, and then after that I did a secretarial course, and I started working. Yes.
How would you describe your upbringing? I mean, were you a curious child? Was it adventure? How would you?
Yes,
your early childhood days,
I think I was a curious child. A bit serious. But I enjoyed my childhood as well. I had friends who were also, from richer homes. I was mixing with everybody, more or less.
How early on did you become aware of computers? Do you remember?
Yes. When I started secretarial school.
So before secretarial, you didn't know computers existed?
At all. Even when I started, no, in fact, I started an IT, introduction to IT course at Bema Camp. They were doing it for free.
What year was this? Do you remember?
I think in 96, 97.
96,
Yeah. Yes. That's why I started.
So that's where you got to find out about computers.
Correct.
But he said too, you didn't know what computers were.
No, not at all.
You hadn't seen a computer anywhere?
I've seen computers, but I had not worked behind them before. Yeah.
Until you enrolled into this IT course.
That was where I knew that is for me, because I liked it.
Where you saw the computer the first time and what it could do.
that screen, the word perfect, that blue screen, and MS-DOS, that's all we used to start learning.
Back in those days,
But because you have an interest, you will develop your knowledge more. Because I liked it. So later I went to the secretarial school and started working too.
So somewhere around 96 you discovered computers. Later you went to the secretarial school. What year did you start working?
I started working in 98.
98, so you've been in the system for quite a while. So at what point did you stop your secretarial school to start, this your organization?
In 2004. In 2004 I stopped.
So that's like what, 13 years ago?
No, more than.
2004?
Yes, till now. Yes, maybe 13 years. Yeah. I put up an ad on Ghana Web.
Okay.
And then saying I wanted to be a virtual assistant to any business that is outside. And I got responses. I was just playing around.
Okay.
Yeah, using the Ghana Web classified site.
Okay.
And I got responses. So many people wanted to partner me here in Ghana.
Okay.
To build websites for them, to manage their platforms online and all that. I was so surprised. And so eventually I stuck with one and I worked with them for like 12 years.
Wow.
I'm still working with them.
Interesting.
Yes.
All the way in the company's
in the US.
Okay.
It's a small telecom company.
Okay.
And so we were managing the soft switch.
Okay.
We were training their clients to build call pins and all that. Troubleshooting for them.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you're doing this all virtually by computers in your house. So maybe
in
the house.
And then because I started a company.
Okay.
I opened my company and I employed people to help.
Okay.
We were doing customer support for people worldwide.
Okay.
Email supporting and all that.
Okay.
It was wonderful. And we are even now I still handle them remotely in the house.
Remotely. Oh wow.
Yeah.
So if someone can just you going to buy watch and walk into your house thinking that
they never know what you are working on.
She's sleeping and eating, not knowing you're actually working.
That's technology.
Yes, that's technology for you. Yeah. So at what point did you decide to start
So that
your
got me very excited.
Okay.
Before you were nobody.
Okay.
You were just a traditional secretary. Then all of a sudden my life changed.
Okay.
I was paying a lot of staff.
Okay. You got staff involved?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
The reason why I couldn't attend the college, the university, was because of monetary issues. Okay. But I was sponsoring so many people at the university. I put up a house for my mom.
Oh, wow.
My loved mom.
Like chicken feed you were making.
No. Because, so it depends on you and where you want to. I empowered myself.
Okay.
So that got me excited, and I wanted other women
to discover
that. And so that is why my advocacy in tech started.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
So I want to get to the story. So at what point did you decide then, okay, now I want to build something and give back to society and establish clubs?
All right.
Okay.
So we've been so busy.
Okay.
From 2005 all to like 2014. We've been so busy supporting businesses. Okay. But so I wasn't getting time for my NGO that I wanted to run. So it got to a time I said no. And what's the name? My colleagues or my staff, they were all getting better opportunities. Okay. So I realized that I'll have to recruit new people, and I said no. Let me just fold up.
At probably your most successful, or not successful, at your highest, about how many people did you have to manage?
About 12.
12 people, and we're all getting exposure.
Yes, it was a customer support. So we're constantly behind
your PCs.
Yes, we outsource for jobs. So
then at a point you say, okay, let me close down and actually then go down to the grassroots. Okay.
And what even prompted me to do this was when I started family, my baby was 5 years.
Okay, we are going to talk about your family too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, so that made me start. Okay. So he pushed me to get into children.
Okay. And well, I would want to ask, what are some of the challenges that you face? Because so far your story looks like it's just rosy. You became a secretary, you discovered computers, you decided to be a virtual assistant, the contracts became, so it was like you're just swimming in grace.
Over there, once I was leading all these people, I don't think I really faced any challenges seriously because I was getting support from somewhere else. They virtually employed us as their staff. And so I didn't face too much. It's now that I'm on my own that I'm facing some challenges. Yeah.
So tell us about a bit of your family life too. You have siblings, are you married, you have children?
I have siblings. I have 4 other siblings. I'm the firstborn. Yes.
Is any of them by chance into the tech industry?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, our last born. He's also fascinated.
What about children?
My children are. I have 2 kids. Yes, I'm married. And What else?
How old are they, the children?
8 and 5.
Okay. Is any of them showing any early signs of?
Yes.
Okay.
The girl.
Okay.
The last one. He's showing a lot of signs.
Okay.
But the boy, I can see his interest is not too much here.
Well, he wants to be a footballer.
Too much energy at the moment.
Too much energy at the moment.
Yes.
Okay, so I want to find out, so how are the kids that you're trying to teach coding to, how are they reacting, how are they receiving the whole?
You'll be surprised.
Yeah.
Anytime we get to schools,
okay,
before the extra curriculum activity starts, they are waiting for Auntie Tina to arrive. Okay. The moment you hit the school, you see all of them because they are so excited. I think the future is for creativity.
It's for creativity.
Kids love what they do when they are coding. They can't wait for you to bring a project along, give them any work
and they do.
Just to code.
So what kind of schools do you go? Did you go to, like, international schools for the data?
I go to both.
Okay.
International schools support me a bit.
Okay.
But for the government schools, it's completely free.
Okay.
And so we depend on support to reach out to the government schools.
Okay. So do you go to your own computers, or the schools have their own computers? How?
A lot of schools don't have computers.
Okay.
And so we have our own.
Okay.
By the grace of God, I was an award winner for TIGO, Reach for Change, Digital Change Makers.
TIGO is a telecoms communications company.
Yes, and so they sponsored for some of the gadgets we are using now.
So you wheel your gadgets into the school and the children come
Some of the schools. Some have complete ICT infrastructure.
The more established schools, maybe the international schools, so you are able to.
Yes.
Oh, interesting. So now you've stopped your virtual assistant business and you're concentrating on this?
Yes, because I don't really have time. I actually want the kids I'm teaching to rather build a website for the clients, so that I can get more success story. So that's what I'm working.
But wouldn't you have made more money staying in the business area and building your company and getting more contracts rather than deciding to embark on teaching?
It's not fulfilling. It's not fulfilling. It's almost like that was not what I was called to do. What I'm doing now is what keeps me going. It motivates me. I don't care about the
excitement
money too much.
in the eyes of the children when they're learning how to code. Now, I want to talk about this, because Africa is really bedeviled by high unemployment rates. And some people have mentioned that probably we should look at the creative industries, the technology industries as the next big, sectors for employment. Do you think there's any truth in this?
Yes, I think so, because tech is the future. Science, tech, engineering is the future. So I think we should focus more on tech. They will have to steer resources into technological advancement. We need it for the economy, for children, and people with tech background are solving problems. Someone learns to code, creates a mobile app, and has come out with a solution for an autism child. She says sometimes some of the kids who are challenged communicate better with pictures. And so she put up an app. The child could just point to this, I want Banku. And so it's solving problems. So I think that we should steer resources towards tech.
In terms of, but currently you think that as a continent or as a country, it's not an area we've invested a lot in?
We've not invested too much, because even laptops cost too much.
Too much in Ghana, right?
Yes, the gadgets are too expensive. And so internet is expensive. So it's not every household that has the opportunity to have access to internet and the computers. Meanwhile, when you have access to internet, you could learn. Look at me.
Internet is like 100 times more expensive in Ghana than in some countries.
It's too expensive. And so it means that we've not done our work. We are still getting there.
So what do you think that the government should first of all bring down the prices of computers, or well, I don't know, maybe take taxes?
There's a way they can. I think there's a way, because some countries like India are here. Have very the computers there cost very less. So anybody at all can afford. That's what we are talking
to get
about.
a good computer, you need about $500 equivalent and
At
above.
least.
Yeah, to about $1,000.
Yes, it's too expensive. It's because of the tax.
The tax on it. So if government is really minded to understand that the future is
or
technology.
Support SMEs to assemble.
Okay.
Assemble computers here.
Okay.
Support. I don't know what business people are also doing. Coming out with our own brands of computers. That is a starting point.
There's an area. There's an area I'm always fascinated about as we are wrapping up this interview. You know, I'm fascinated about the fact that you found employment on your own, just online, by being a virtual assistant. And I had talked to a lot of techies, and they've said that there's a lot of opportunities in the global tech world, like people who are doing animation, graphic designs, illustrations, and that there are a lot of companies, big brands that outsource a lot of work, to different parts, and that we should probably think of creating a thriving tech ecosystem, and that when we're thinking of employment, we shouldn't just be thinking of the traditional banking, some office work out there, but if people are more educated in technology, they can even themselves find a lot of work within the virtual world. What's your opinion on this?
I think it's correct.
Okay.
Everything you said is what we are supposed to be doing.
Okay.
If I empower a girl now, and then she's going to marry one day, she might not be able to be that career kind of person, just saying I'm going to work, look after family. But if she's on her own, because she's empowered, she could just be in her bedroom and be working for even a multinational company. So we should concentrate.
What are some of your success stories? What would you say are some of your success stories?
I think I was about to say one. One of the girls now, the mother has a bridal shop, and then when she went home, she started designing website for the mom. The mom got so excited, called me that she needs that to be published, and so that's one success story. She's now empowered.
She's a student that went through your program.
Correct. And aside from that, a lot of them are creating simple games, and they are creating animation stories. They're using the platform we use to learn. You can use it to learn English, science, mathematics. And so critically, they are engaging themselves a lot, developing their skill set. We need for the future.
You were named as what? As part of the BBC 100 most prestigious women in the world.
Yes, in 2015.
In 2015, that's quite, 100 most prestigious. How did that recognition come about?
Okay, so mostly I like to blog about
what you do.
What I do. Not knowing someone somewhere was reading it. So they just asked if they could come and feature us, cover what we do, interview us, and they came. They were so excited, and they think that I deserve that.
So the importance of documenting your work.
Yes.
What were some of the other women, if you know, in the 100 category? Do you know any?
In Ghana?
No, just like globally. Like who are you are part of the 100?
Yes,
do you remember
I was
any prominent
part of
names
the 100.
within the 100?
I can't remember to say.
Yes. But I'm sure
it was a mixed race thing. They had people from US.
So from all over the world.
From all over the world.
Okay. And do you think you're going to be doing this for the rest of your life? What's the future holds?
That's what I founded.
Okay.
I think I founded my purpose.
Okay.
Because teaching children excites me so much, and so I want to continue teaching kids and women. Establish a tech center, hopefully, or a school for this. In the near future. When you look at your life, what are some of the values you think has helped you reach this far and achieve the things that you have achieved? I think I've been a bit serious since I was a kid. It helped me.
When you say serious, what do you mean by serious?
Like, I don't mingle too much, make friends too much. I'm always learning. And
So constant self-improvement, right?
Correct. I was always improving myself because I didn't get the opportunity to go to the university. I can go anytime now. But I decided to learn online. So a lot of what I did was by myself.
Self-taught.
So those are the areas I'm saying. Your friends will be saying, as for you are too boring, this, that. No, I don't let those things deter me. That's why I was saying maybe I was too serious.
So you're focused, you were always
very
constantly
focused.
working to improve yourself.
I wanted to improve myself, to change my story.
Okay.
Deep down, I always believe that was where I grew up from, my family. Okay. I want to do better.
Okay. Yes. I mean, you didn't grow up in a palace, right?
Not.
Yes,
not
but you can at least afford to build a mini palace.
Yeah.
Yes, and well, I think it's an inspiring story, and I would end by saying, has faith played any role in
yes, you have faith in yourself.
Okay.
Definitely.
Okay.
Because we just didn't get here by ourselves.
Okay.
Definitely. So faith has played a major role in my life.
And is there any final, if any young lady is watching you now, is there any message you'd want to give across?
I would say they should get exposed to the internet a lot for the positive things.
Okay.
They should use the free resources we have online to learn to develop themselves. Okay. Those who cannot afford to maybe continue their education, they shouldn't think it's the end of the world, because everything we need to strive in our future is now online. So that's what I would like to tell them. They should continue improving upon themselves.
Ernestina Appiah, CEO of Ghana Code Club, thank you very much for joining us, for sharing your wonderful story. Viewers, I hope you've learned something. She said it all. I don't need to say any much more. The future is technology, and the sooner we get abreast with this, we develop our skills in that industry and expose ourselves to it, the better for all of us. Thank you very much for joining us on Inspirational Africans.
Thank you for having
me. Join us for another exciting edition of Inspirational Africans. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.